Here's a severe weather update from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Norman, recorded around 1:45 on Wednesday, May 30th. Looking for a significant severe weather event this afternoon into tonight across much of central and western Oklahoma and western North Texas. All of our counties in our county warning area have some risk of severe weather. The counties shaded in orange have the highest risk of significant severe storms. The hazards this afternoon include large damaging hail, destructive winds over 75 miles an hour, as well as a few tornadoes. All of these hazards won't be possible everywhere across the area. We think the highest potential for tornadoes would be with any isolated storms that develop late this afternoon into the early evening hours, those storms that can remain isolated. But as the evening progresses, the threat will shift more toward very destructive winds and very large damaging hail, similar to what we saw last night. So this threat of severe weather will extend from mid-afternoon all the way through the evening into the overnight hours. The timing for the severe weather, this is an estimate right now, but our best information indicates that the severe weather threat will begin after 3 o'clock across far western Oklahoma and many of our western North Texas counties, basically west of the line from Enid down to Watonga, down toward Lawton and the Wichita Falls area. That's the area where we think thunderstorms will first develop late this afternoon. We may see two clusters of thunderstorms developing, or two areas of thunderstorms, one over far northwest Oklahoma in the Woodward area and one further southwest toward the Altus area. Those storms will move east and southeast during the evening. We think the highest risk for the Interstate 35 corridor and along on either side of Interstate 35 from Lawton to Oklahoma City to Ponca City, Stillwater, and down toward Ardmore and Henrietta, Texas, would be in the 7 p.m. to midnight time frame. Again, these times are plus or minus an hour, but we think the evening into the overnight hours will be the peak time for severe weather over central Oklahoma. And then that threat will shift further southeast after midnight, and our southeastern Oklahoma counties will be at the highest risk for severe weather between midnight and 3 a.m. Is this going to be as bad as yesterday? Well, we think the tornado threat is just a little bit higher than it was yesterday. We had at least one tornado yesterday. It was relatively weak, relatively short-lived. We think the conditions are a little bit more favorable for maybe another couple of tornadoes today, but that's not a guarantee. We do think the damaging wind threat is higher, not only the threat of significant damaging winds above 70 or 80 miles an hour higher, but we could see that more widespread across the area. We had several reports yesterday of 70 to 80 to 85 mile an hour winds near the Oklahoma City metro area. We think more spots could see that level of wind from the most intense thunderstorms later today. And unfortunately, we could have similar hail sizes. We had hailstones approaching 6 inches in diameter yesterday. That's exceptionally rare. We're not saying that's going to happen again today, but I would not be surprised to see baseball to softball size hail again today over parts of central and western Oklahoma and western North Texas. Please monitor our webpage and our Facebook page for the latest information throughout the afternoon and evening. Weather.gov/Norman is your primary source, your best source on the internet for weather information direct from the National Weather Service office in Norman.